So good morning, YouTube. It's Friday, January 16th, and it's 9:25. We've got 5 minutes to the open, and let's take a look at what we've been doing this morning. Not much, just sat down actually, and we just literally asked Google, "Good morning, how's the market shaping up for a trade?" 9:16 a.m. Friday, 1:16, and I got the year wrong. I put 2025, so it corrected me. It's the 26th. It's saying we have options expiring today in the futures, it looks like. So the OPEX options expiration today is the third Friday of the month. Trillions of dollars in option contracts expire at 4 p.m. So I guess that's not in the futures. It's just, I'm not sure what OPEX is. I'll have to look into that. But anyway, what this means is market makers are going to fight to pin the price at specific levels like QQQ at 625 to make the most options expire worthless. Expect sudden, nonsensical moves. We have a long weekend. Markets closed this Monday, January 19th, for Martin Luther King Day. What this means, professional traders hate holding risk over 3-day weekends. We usually see a sell off or liquidity drain in the last hour of the day, 3 to 4 p.m., as people cash out to go skiing. Yes, sounds good. I want to do that this year. We've already been talking about doing a ski trip, maybe to Colorado, get out of this Florida heat, go get some snow. So we got the pre-market numbers hovering 624, 625. It's stuck in the mud from yesterday's shooting star. Google still holding its breakout strength, and TSMC, the catalyst from yesterday, is digesting. So we're saying no swing trades. We're not going to hold anything over the weekend. And we're watching for the pin at 625 since QQQ has been fighting this level all week. It should be like a magnet today. So if it drops to 623, we might, get in because it'll get pumped back. If it rallies to 627, they might slam it back to 625. Action, do not chase the breakouts. They're traps. So it's saying don't trade, basically. So we're going to just watch this opening and watch QQQ and do not touch the mouse. We're going to wait for the 5 to 10 minute fake out to happen. Right, no traps. We're going to follow that advice for sure. Long weekend. Bias is slightly bearish neutral. So if that's the case, if it's going to be trapped at the 625, what about Iron Condor on it? Let's ask. What about 0DTE iron on QQQ if it's trapped at the 625 strike? Okay, we're going to go over here to the chart, QQQ chart, and this is probably going to crash like it does every morning, but we're getting ready to get the open here in 1 minute. Maybe we'll get the bell, the opening bell from Tasty Trade. And yeah, it looks like it's definitely going to gap up. Yesterday's close, 621. It's going to boom, gap up to way up, 625.40. Let's go back and see what Gemini said about that. Uh, Sell the premium. Iron butterfly or condor is a correct theoretical tool for this. Buy a small clawback account. It's nitroglycerin. It says you don't have enough cash. Okay, there's the bell. Boom. We open. And we open right at 625, right on the money. So we're above the volume weighted average price. Let's just sit here and watch it for a little bit for the first 5 minutes. Okay. Looks like we got a lot of buying going on. Let's just see what kind of premiums are on those irons, just to see. Go to trade, and let's go to 0 DTE, and let's do a condor. And well, you can collect 70 with a small amount of risks, 32. Now, obviously, you're going to want to get this thing a little widened out, give you a little breathing room. You can still collect 40, but you do have a 60 risk here, and your POP is only 37%. Still really not wide enough. I think they recommend going one standard deviation away, which would make it to where you collect almost nothing. Yeah, $10 and still a 90 risk, but your profit probability goes way up. So, yeah, you can collect 10 if it stays between 632 and 620, which is almost, the probability is very high, and collect a little bit to expiration. But man, there's not much money in that for the risk. So I don't recommend it. I would say maybe trade a 628, 622. Oh, there goes my morning crash on Tasty Trade, of course. Thank you, Tasty Trade. Uh, right when you're about to make a trade, it does that. It'll piss you off. Okay, go back to trading. And we're on QQQ. Okay, it's holding that 625. And we're almost on the first 5 minute candle. Let's look at the chart, make sure I got it set up right. Okay, 5 minute, that's good. Okay, let's go back to trade. Let's go back to the 0 day. Okay, we're in there. Oh, my iron condor's still set up. So, whoa, the loss is too much. If you widen them out, I can't do it. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. You almost got, so 621, 628. You could collect 28, risking 72 if you don't close it, and almost a 50-50. So let's see, 620, 621, 628, 629. So 620, 621, and then what was the other one? 2021, 28, 29, and 628, 629, iron, condor, and QQQ. Oh, I got a phone call. Okay, let me pause this. Okay, we're back, and we're listening to Gemini today. We're just not going to trade. Just not a good idea. It's talked me out of it, and I've got to follow the script. Otherwise, what's the point of this whole series for the clawback trader? If I don't listen to AI, I'm not sticking to what I say I'm going to do. So that's the gist of it. We're just going to go work on cars today, my other hobby. So anyway, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday. Got a long weekend ahead of us. Okay, welcome back, YouTube. We're going to do our nightcap on today's trades. It's January 16th, 2026, and earlier in the day, I worked with the AI, and AI decided we weren't going to trade, and I kind of agreed with it, but then after I shut it all down, I was remembering, I was like, well, I got this Weeble money. I had $200 in there, and I made a bad uh, trade in QQQ with it earlier in the week, um, and I lost a little bit. I think I lost 25, so I was down a little bit. What must not have been 25 because I made 18 uh, 50, I think today. Yeah, I made back 1850, and it put me back over the 200. So I'm plus 390 from when I started this account. I don't know why it shows minus 1066 here. I haven't figured that out, but I did do the exact trade that I mentioned earlier in this video, the Iron Condor. I did let's see if I can make this go up. Well, it won't let me go up. But what I did, I sold. Oh, you can't really see what strikes they were. This is actually horribly written. Oh, here we are. Okay, so I did the 622, 623, and then a 629, 631 Iron Condor. And if you look at QQQ today, it traded after it spiked way up and then came back down. It traded basically flat all day, and so I was able to close it about I don't know 30 minutes before close. I didn't want to hold them till expiration. One thing I noticed on Webull, boy, was it hard to close these trades. I could not put a limit order in and close them for, even though it's trading and showing me I've got 22 to 23 to 25, like my whole profit, and these options are trading for next to nothing. It wouldn't take the orders. I kept trying to close it, and they would just sit there. So I ended up having to put a market order in, even though it was showing my profits at like 23. I put a market order in and it took, $5. It closed them at 7 cents instead of what they were trading at, which was like 3 and 4 cents, which is disappointing. I think that's how Webull makes its money because they don't charge for the trades themselves. So buyer beware with Webull, just to let you know. That's one of the problems. Other than that, that's just a recap of today's trades. I went outside the AI. I probably couldn't have talked Google into, giving me permission to trade, but I did it anyway. Picked up 18 bucks, so it was a win. It's like what, 10% on a $200 account. Well, it was 180, so basically 10%, which is a win in my book for me. I just need to keep this up. So everybody have a good night, and we'll see you Tuesday because the market won't be open until Tuesday.